emails. It's typical abuser mentality. Jason said if you go to Crumble, it will be like a zombie movie with the amount of jerking and kicking. You better not eat those cookies. Play with him if you want. The time now is 11:55. I used to have a lot of hatred and resentment, but as I've watched Evil Lives here in these videos, this is just the mentality of these people. This is who they are. And year after year, they just really don't see anything wrong with themselves. And they, like I said, they live, die, and they just never see that what they've done year after year was wrong, no matter how many people they murder.
Your call cannot be completed
I called New
dialed.
Beginnings in
Please
Garland,
check the number and
and
dial
it calls
again.
this. They don't want me
Announcement
fleeing abuse.
Your call cannot be completed
This is
as
supposed to be
dialed.
Garland.
Please
They call
check the
Plano.
number and dial again. Announcement 4.
It won't go back. New Beginnings in Garland, right here. That's the number. They don't want me talking to them.
Call cannot be completed as...
Let's call the Plano location. It's the same number. This is what the crimes they repeatedly commit. It won't call it. This is why I had to record. This is every single time I'm trying to...
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Announcement 4.
I couldn't call.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
For extended
Announcement 4.
Department. If you have an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For non-emergency inquiries...
Garland Police Department won't answer. Hello? Hello? You don't want to talk? It's peculiar. How would someone flee abuse year after year? Why would the whole police department again not want to talk to me? Multiple different jurisdictions. Is this a crime? Hello? Vandergrift says that he doesn't believe my phone is hacked, but I don't know why tampering with evidence is a felony. He says he has access to my channel. I thought even if you pathologically lie, those were still criminal charges. Another police department don't want to talk to me for some reason that have racked up numerous felonies for themselves? Do they think I'm stupid as well as you two? I don't know, Colin, year after year all over the country, why it appeared that people on the other end were committing crimes.
Garland Police, Plan.
Yes, I'm trying to flee a domestic abuse crisis in Garland.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I'm trying to flee a domestic abuse crisis in Garland.
Okay, do you need the police?
I just wanted to know is there any organizations local?
Oh, I wouldn't know. Let me get you over to the front desk where they can help you, okay?
Okay.
1 second. Department Service Desk. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. The service desk is open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturday and Sunday, the service desk is open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. We are currently experiencing a high call volume.
High call volume. I paused it.
It will be answered in the order.
All kind of crimes are being committed.
Leave a message for the police service desk staff.
So they're demanding that I leave a message to conceal crimes again? How do you flee abuse if you have to leave a message and they never return your calls?
If you have
General information line.
Please hang up and dial 911. For non-emergency inquiries, please remain on the line.
Yes, may I have your name?
It's Ralston.
Okay, are you an officer for investigations?
I'm the admin for investigations. How can I help you?
Okay, you're the admin. Exactly what do you do as the admin?
How can I help you?
That's what I wanted to know, how you could help, and then I can go from there. I wish you had what you can do to help.
Do you have a detective assigned to your case?
I should. Maybe you can tell me about it. I was trying to report my abuse at the Texas Rangers and was arrested, and he was giggling. And then I was arrested at in Garland at the New Beginnings Domestic Violence Organization and assaulted. And that's a
Okay, do you have
crime.
a report number for any
That's
of
what.
these?
Yeah, let me give it to you and see what happened. A detective called me on it, and it's uploaded to YouTube, but he never did a follow up call. He said that
Okay,
this would
what's
be.
the report number?
I don't have the report number. Can I give you my name?
Yeah, hang on one sec.
Okay.
Okay, what's the last name?
What's
First name.
happening? What's happening year after year? Someone's breaking into computer systems all over the United States, like they just did at Crumble Cookie. I'm pretty sure it'll disappear because it's been happening. Let's see if someone breaks
Oh,
into your system and they can't find it. Multiple different
what's your
jurisdictions.
first name?
This is the detective and your
Huh?
admin. You can't
I'm
hear?
sorry, what?
Yeah, my phone gets broken into, and then people can't hear me. So your admin and your detective, and I'm telling you
I'm
that
not a
someone.
detective.
Okay, well, your admin for a detective investigation.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm expressing to you that a lot of computer systems are broken into, and if you
Okay, I
can't find
understand that,
it,
but I can't help you. I
but
have
if
to
I'm
get you to
telling you
somebody
about
that
a
can help
crime
you.
and you're a detective, maybe if you can't find it like other jurisdictions, I think this is critical.
Well, let me transfer you to an officer who can help you. Hold on.
So they play all these games and then they enlist people to tamper with evidence and help conceal their crimes. I can't place calls, put on hold, and they're out voicemails that aren't even realistic. Because if you're calling the department, why does it sound like someone home voicemail with no recording, no nothing on it? And then a lot of times they're full. You have to
You have reached the Garland Police
voicemail.
Department service desk. If this is an emergency,
She transferred me
please
back
hang
into the
up
queue.
and dial 911. The
You
service
use
desk is open Monday through
a
Friday
voicemail.
from 6 a.m. to 7.
I can't speak with the service desk, period. And I can't call New Beginnings to conceal the police
Please
department's
record your
crimes.
message at the tone.
Please land.
Yes, if a woman's playing abuse right now and needs a safe environment, the service desk isn't answering. And I've noticed all police departments seem to leave women in abuse.
Yeah, I can send an officer out if it's happening right now. What's the
I
address?
wanted a domestic violence organization to go to because the law enforcement is involved in it. They don't want to help.
Yeah, of course we want to help. Well, let me see if I can get you over.
No, ma'am, they're not answering, ma'am. I like you to give it to me. They're not answering. If I could get a domestic violence organization, I called a police department.
Did you speak to anybody?
You don't want me to know if I called a police department?
This is the police department.
What's your name?
My name is Savannah.
So I called the police department and you're unwilling to give me a domestic violence organization right now in Garland I can flee to?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I want you to do it, ma'am. If you could just do that customer service, calling a police department.
I don't know the information.
Well, can you just hold? Because they're not answering the phone, ma'am. I'm in a crisis situation, and this is law enforcement. So if you can just put me on hold and get that for me, because they're not answering, they don't think my life they don't take my life seriously. No jurisdiction of law enforcement. So if you can just put me on hold and get that number for me, how I can flee abuse in Garland.
If your life is in danger, I would really.
I'm not asking for that, ma'am. I just wanted a domestic violence organization. All law enforcement covers for it and leaves me in it and then blames me for it.
Okay, I don't know that.
Just put me on hold, ma'am, and find it, please.
Okay.
If you could just put me on hold and find it, I'd like you to find it for me.
Do you mind if I speak?
I just want you to put me on hold for a minute, ma'am. And if I can calling law enforcement, I just wish that you put me on hold and then find someone that can get me a domestic violence organization in Garland.
Okay, I'm trying to do that to you, but you keep talking over me. So
Sure, just put me. Every person that's committed in the middle of their crime, they blame me for it. Is there a particular reason why?
Let me transfer you down to our domestic violence. Hold on one second.
The answer machine, voicemail. They're trying to conceal crimes deliberately. I can't get this number because it'll expose that they don't want me calling New Beginnings where I was assaulted and arrested. And how it is when I can't place calls.
Our victim's assistant advocate, her name is Emily.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Garland Police Department,
Voicemail.
victim assistance advocate. I'm out of the office right now. If you could please leave me a detailed message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello, I think I spoke with you in the past. You were the one when I came in and I did all the paperwork and then you had an emergency. I tried to speak with you again, but the police department demanded that I go to Salvation Army and said that I can get shelter there in Plano, and it was a pantry. And ever since then, I haven't been able to speak with you again in person. So I'm still in a domestic violence crisis, and they don't want me fleeing it year after year. I'm just trying to prove it. If you can please return my call, because as I expressed for all these years, people just really haven't had taken my safety, thought that my life was valuable to do anything about me being violated. So if you can please call me back, my contact number. I think that the reason why they didn't want me to speak with you because I was actually assaulted and arrested at New Beginnings in Garland just for attending a domestic violence support group. So you can see this is urgent. If law enforcement is thinking that me fleeing abuse is criminal, that endangers my safety. So I put in freedoms to family again, and it's giving me a hard time. It does not. It is altered, and it won't give me the numbers. It makes me go through all this and makes it hard. It has phone number right there, but they want me to go on a scavenger hunt looking for this number to this organization. It ended immediately. Let me try. Years. I just call the police, but they're behind it, so they cover for it. So let's call it again. This is what happened at the 255th District Court. It's scary. Okay, let's call the DFW location. Right here. Calling it. Two locations I can't call.
Sheriff's office.
I was being told that Vandergrift was being dispatched out.
How can I help you?
Yeah, you said that you were dispatching out Vandergrift, even though I told you I didn't want him to.
How can I help you?
You're hiding if Vandergrift's coming out?
I'm not hiding. I answered your phone call. How can I help you?
That's my phone call. Is he coming out? Is the question.
You want Vandergrift to come to your house?
You told me he was, you demanded a few minutes ago he was coming out.
No, ma'am, I didn't demand. You wanted an officer because you wanted to report dispatcher. So you want Vandergrift to come to your house?
So if you're going to repeatedly commit crimes and never be held accountable, I don't know what to do with that. If
you
you're
are
law
waiting for
enforcement and
Vandergrift, I will send him. Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm not, like I said, certain people don't have the same kind of mentality. It seems like I'm a foreigner in my group, my pool of people. But I'm just curious on how law enforcement has technology to commit all these crimes. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people deceive themselves, but how about you have this capability in your pocket? That doesn't raise any red flags on how they're able to manipulate and do all this? Am I the only one that they're doing this to? Let's see what scam this is. It won't answer. It's happened years until I record. Hello? Hello?
Ms. Clark, I was calling you back to let you know, this is Brandy with the Victoria County Sheriff's Office, that Sergeant Vandergrift will not be responding.
I'm sure, because each time that there's a crime committed, you guys, I was just going to let him dial a number. I know
Very
that.
nice. I was going to let you know.
They can't. I want you to see a pattern. When I'm trying to report something going on with my phone, they don't come. And they can essentially investigate themselves, even though this is felony crimes that they're committing. I don't know what I'm calling.
For volunteer security and reference purposes, this call is recorded.
Por propósito de referencias, esta llamada será grabada.
Okay, I think it let me put the call through since they got incriminated.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm trying to flee abuse. This is Freedoms to Family? Or Families to Freedom? You can't hear me? You're not muted. My phone's hacked. It has happened years.
How can I help you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you have a name?
My name is Jennifer. How can I help you?
Yes. Is this Families to Freedom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What all do you do there?
I can gather some of your information and then I can assist you.
Oh, so that you do? The only thing that you do is gather information?
I can assist you after gathering some of your information.
Oh, I want to know details because if it's not really a relevancy, if I don't need your service. So what all do you do?
Okay, what city are you calling me from?
I like to. Does it depend on the cities?
It can, yes, ma'am. That's why I'm asking what city you're calling me from.
Let's say I'm in Garland.
Okay. Are you in a safe location?
It's as safe as it'll get, ma'am.
Okay. What is your first and last name?
I'd like to know, I've had to endure this years. Before I give you my information, this is kind of abusive. All
Okay,
places
well,
withhold.
if you were just wanting to know what we do, you can check out our website, familiestofreedom.org.
You don't want to tell me? My phone's hacked. I can't. I don't have that capability. I just tried to report it to the police and they covered for it. It's been happening years.
That's okay. So if you want to share your first and last name with me, so I can start just giving you information about what we do.
Okay, so I gave you. You're demanding, even though I just simply wanted to know because all my calls are difficult. So it's an impossibility just to find out what you do. You have to have my information before you tell me, even though that's what I'm requesting.
So I've asked you if you were in a safe location to make sure that you are in a safe location for us to talk. And then I was asking you what city you're in so that I can help you based on the location of where you are.
Okay, so I asked you what you did, and you're telling me that what you asked me, even though I'm asking you what the services you provide. And so you had to go to another area, and even though I asked you for the services you provide?
We provide transportation to people who are fleeing domestic violence.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
I was told that you did other things that changed.
Okay, so what kind of assistance are you needing?
So if you only provide transportation, you ask for the city. So the city that I'm in, how would I know where to get transported to?
What kind of assistance are you needing, ma'am?
This is for domestic abuse?
What kind of assistance?
I don't know. If you want, no place will tell me. It's a catch-22 that I've had to endure years. So there's the services are hidden, and then I got to tell you what services I need, and you won't tell me what you offer? Because everywhere else has done it.
We offer transportation to people who are fleeing domestic violence. Is that something you're needing?
Yes, I'm fleeing domestic violence that I can't, people are enlisted to not help me and they leave me in it.
Okay, so do you need transportation to a domestic
Whatever
violence shelter?
services that you're willing to give me, I like anything. No place will help me for years. And I've been even arrested and assaulted in Garland and denied law enforcement for law enforcement terrorizing me year after year.
I can give you some numbers to some domestic violence shelters if you'd like.
Okay,
Do you have something to write with?
I do.
Are you wanting to stay like in the Garland area?
Yes.
One moment. There's a shelter there in Garland. It's called Hope's Door New Beginning Center.
What's that number?
972
Okay.
276 0057.
Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. The web pages are being altered, and I'm getting wrong numbers. And that's probably what they're doing, altering this web page, and that's why my sister probably stole my phone book. Because I got this big, huge phone book and walked several different, a long distance with this huge phone book because I felt that it was something peculiar. And my sister went through my bag and stole my huge telephone book.
I can give you
Business
some more
page
numbers.
book. So I guess that someone had already prearranged with my sister that they were manipulating these web pages and didn't want me calling the real numbers. Because I called another number for Hope's Door that was new disconnected that was on their page. That's why I expressed to you that I can't use the web page because they're being altered and I'm trying to prove it. So only thing that you provide is transportation and that's it. Because some people said that they called you and was actually found them a place to go and they fled with using your transportation. Then the other parties have told me that you actually find the woman a safe environment and give her transport.
Yeah, we provide transportation.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
we've
it
also
changed
provided
because
them
there's
numbers,
several
just like
people. There are several people that have stated that you actually found them, and my case manager that wouldn't help told me to call you. And now you're stating,
case
did they
manager?
lie?
Who's your case manager?
Her name is Isabel with Midcoast. She said that you actually assisted people in finding a safe environment, and someone else said you did. Did they lie?
We give numbers to other shelters, just like
No,
the one I
that's
just
not
gave
what
you.
they said. They said that you actually assisted them with finding placement and transported them. Both.
Right, the assistance that we can provide is giving shelter.
So I'm just
numbers,
trying to see. I'm just really not being heard. What's your name?
My name is Jennifer.
Okay, so I noticed that people take control of the call. I guess that's what they do for a living. But if they had, did they lie to me and tell me that you help a woman, you actually find her a safe environment and then give her transport? They lied? Because now I haven't found anyone in 10 years that can do it. Do you know of anyone in the United States that will actually find someone a safe environment and then you, I guess, what's the radius that you help the party flee for transport?
I can assist you with giving you other shelter numbers if you'd like.
This is kind of abusive because from call to call, I ask a location, I'll ask a question and they deliberately revert to another answer of something that I didn't ask in malice
Okay.
for a mind
So
game.
again, what we do here is provide transportation. The assistance that we can provide as well as that is giving out numbers to shelters. If that's something that you'd like,
I'm just
I can
trying
go
to
ahead
see
and
why
give you
my
that.
case manager and this other party would lie.
I didn't say they were lying.
But if you're not providing me with the
Give us
service,
some numbers.
how could they not be lying if you don't provide the service of finding them a safe environment as well as anyone else on the planet? If you don't provide that service, and they said that they got that service, placement in a safe environment, and transport. And if you're not willing to
Ma'am,
do that, then that is a red flag that they
Giving
lied.
you numbers to shelters if you'd like, but if
I
you
would
don't
like to
want them, then
address
we
because
can
I need to get down to the
figure
bottom
it
of
out.
who's lying and being dishonest because it's trapped me in a crisis. So I'm not quite certain on why you're not alarmed by someone trying to flee abuse that people would pathologically lie to them to keep them in it.
Okay. If you also don't want to provide any information as far as your name, there's also nothing else that would be able to assist you with. When we assist people, we do need to gather information.
Okay, so it sounds like you're being condescending and abusive. We can't discuss on the services that you offer to help me flee from my life on a
Ma'am, I already
program
told you
for
the
domestic
services
violence.
we provide is transportation, and I can also assist
I'm
in
just
giving
trying
you
to
numbers
see because if they
shelters.
need to be held accountable if they're lying about services that you offer to keep me in my abuse. So first off, with this program, for women fleeing abuse, you only provide transport. Is there anyone on this planet in the United States that will actually relentlessly help a woman find a safe environment? Because I've never seen it. They are all full all these years. And I've actually been assaulted and arrested, and everyone I come in contact with is condescending and play mind games and are psychologically abusive. And that's a form of domestic violence. People don't perceive that these mind games and emotional distress is domestic violence abuse. Walking off while someone's begging for their life, begging and pleading and blaming them for excessive amount of criminal activity, that's a form of domestic violence, regardless of whether they realize it or not.
Okay, ma'am. Well, I can give you some numbers to some shelters, but if that's not something that you're wanting, then I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this call.
You thought I called and didn't want services again? At all these places I call year after year? You're slandering me and making false reports again? Crumble just did this. You're blaming me for your misconduct. I called you to get services and you're telling me I don't. You're demanding that I don't want the services again?
Okay, ma'am. Again, I can give you some numbers to some shelters, but if that's not something you want, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this call because you're being disrespectful.
You're slandering me again to keep me from fleeing abuse?
Take care.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Crisis hotline, are you in a safe place?
It's as safe as it will get, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, YouTube? Mocked? Yes, ma'am, I'm trying to flee abuse. What did I call?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm having trouble understanding you.
They won't do law enforcement. I tried to report it, ma'am. Every time I'm fleeing abuse, they don't understand me. Nor law enforcement. To the degree of where they assault and arrest me, ma'am.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm having trouble understanding you.
Does that mean I thought I called another organization. I recognize your voice. You couldn't hear me the other day.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm a little confused.
I thought you said that the other day, ma'am, and you were another location. I recognize your voice.
No, ma'am. How can I help you?
Yes, this is a domestic violence crisis line.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. What all do you do there?
Okay, so we provide emergency shelter for domestic violence. We also provide legal services. We can also offer you counseling for adults and children.
I'd like to get those services, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, YouTube. I'd like to get those services, ma'am, mocked.
Okay, yeah. Can I get a name for you?
It's Kiana Clark. You may already have me in the system. I was trying to flee abuse there and was assaulted and arrested. So you have evidence of my abuse. See if I'm still in the system. When I tried to flee and I showed them video footage of how someone ran me off the road, they called the police, and the police demanded that they give me an appointment out a month away, and I wanted information, so I came to a support group, and they came and assaulted and arrested me in front of staff.
Oh no. Okay.
Am I
Give me
still in
one
the
moment
system?
while I-
Am I still in the system,
No,
ma'am?
ma'am.
It disappeared again? Another system? I've experienced this years. I think someone's hacking all these systems, ma'am. You don't see me? Ma'am, do you want me to flee abuse?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm having trouble understanding you.
Again?
I'm gonna look you up in the system. Let me put you on a brief hold.
You gotta put me on a brief hold, ma'am, okay? No exceptions. You have to have those calls. Those holds. You're not going to flee abuse easily. There's too many parties trying to commit crimes and trying to deceive others that they are not actually committing crimes to keep me from fleeing abuse year after year. But I think multiple different assaults, arrests, and no matter how stupid they think the people are. What does it have to, bite? What does that say? Bite you? I forgot. I can't think of the terminology, so I'm a little frustrated.
I'm just trying to help
Oh,
you
I
out.
thought you put me on hold. Is your system glitching?
No, I did put you on hold. I was trying to look you up on the system. Unfortunately, I cannot find you in our
Okay,
system.
well, I'll just tell you about my abuse to get services today, ma'am. All systems are hacked whenever I show up. I find it mysterious. I'm just trying to prove to people what repeatedly keeps happening to me year after year.
Okay.
Okay. I think it may have something to do with law enforcement coming and assaulting and arresting me there in front of you guys. You think maybe that's behind it on the crisis hotline?
Oh, you got arrested in one of our groups. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying now. So you were a part of our organization. So you went to like a bid program or whatever, and you got arrested in one of them.
There's been a disconnect on multiple different calls, and with almost everyone I come in contact with. As I expressed to this organization that law enforcement is involved in my domestic abuse crisis, and I was scared to be around them alone, and I needed their assistance because I couldn't flee their abuse. So I showed the party that when I got there, my GPS was glitching and cars were trying to run me off the road. Cars were stopped on the freeway and then with nothing in front of them. So this repeatedly kept happening. So I got in a farther lane and cars were coming at me from all different directions, but I wanted to see where this traffic was repeatedly coming from. And then I swerved over and the car almost deliberately hit me. So I swerved all the way over and they were stopped. 2 cars with nothing in front of them on the freeway creating traffic. It scared me, so I called the police and reported it and told them they need to investigate why someone would stop 2 cars and just see if they had camera footage in this area to see why 2 cars endangered other safety stopping on the freeway creating traffic. So I reported that. I'm telling you what happened, ma'am. I just don't understand why everyone I come in contact with is covering for crimes. So I called the police to report what I had just experienced on the freeway, then got further up. This is the first time that I really significantly felt fear, and then someone went through a great strategy to keep me from fleeing. So then I left that insanity, called the police, still trying to go.
Okay, now, so what do you need help with? What are you looking for?
I'm telling you, ma'am, is there a particular reason why you're not startled by someone going through that trying to flee abuse on the crisis hotline?
I'm not understanding.
Because you're not understanding because you won't let me speak as well as nowhere else. She hung up. So after that, she was covering for him. I'm not getting crisis assistance on these hotlines year after year. And I'm not quite sure why Vandergrift won't come so he can see the experience that he claims he don't believe is really happening. But some kind of way, he's monitoring my YouTube channel, and it seems like he's using it against me instead of abiding by the law. Nonetheless, so further up, another car did it. Got out the road, cut me off, got out the road, and stared at me and was trying to intimidate me. I didn't know this man, so I thought it was unrealistic, so I got my phone and recorded it. Went to New Beginnings in Garland on my own because the GPS kept glitching. So nonetheless, I had to ask for directions and all that. I got there, it freaked the woman out. She called the police. The police covered for it and demanded that she give me an appointment a month away. And then, like I said, I went to the domestic violence organization. They showed up again with an assault and arrest. She don't want me fleeing my abuse that law enforcement is enlisted in, as well as every other place I've ever been. So I went to New Beginnings in Plano. Hope Store, New Beginnings in Plano. Same thing, law enforcement came and made them people take the file. All this long, drawn out paperwork over and over again to repeatedly keep getting ignored. So I think that we've established a track record of who the masterminds probably are behind this operation, which is criminal charges to abuse this much power year after year with no accountability, defrauding me out of funds, these scammers hijacking my phone. And that's federal felony charges. When are these people going to see it? I'm paying for services that I can't get, which is another crime with my providers allowing law enforcement to do it. If you know the law enforcement, I'm telling you that they're racking up charges for themselves, and you're not reporting that someone is demanding that have defrauded me out of funds, that you allowing them to hack your network, putting other parties at risk by the hands of crooked law enforcement, you need accessory charges. If someone is expressing to you that I've been defrauded out of funds by these people, and you let them continue to hack your network by the guise of being law enforcement, who else are they doing it to? My phone has games. Where are you located?
Can you repeat that for me, miss?
Where are you located?
We are located at Walnut, 1011 Southeast Walnut Street.
Okay.
97123. Yep.
Okay, you're located at Walnut. I'm not quite certain why my phone likes to play games like this.
Nice.
Okay, let me try another number. Okay, thank you.
Have a good one.
Now they can set the stage and set up the scam call. At first, it wouldn't call.
The mailbox is full and there is not enough space to leave a message.
That's why they needed to do this.
Subscriber, enter the area code and phone number of that subscriber, or press the star key to
And
enter your own.
Now you're not supposed to be any wiser that this is indeed deliberate. They hung up immediately. Belmead, Metro PCS. Let's try again.
Please hold while I try to connect.
They did it again. It's enforced. Once again, someone is going to have to govern these people and give them their criminal charges. It has not changed in all these years. They are not going to change their behavior. Someone has to change their behavior for them. If a serial killer has went 30 years killing people, he don't perceive he needs to stop and will not. Has no intention of stopping. The only way the serial killer will stop is someone interrupts his pattern of behavior. Behavior unaccountable that is sadistic is a threat.
Welcome to AT&T. Calls are recorded for quality and the purposes stated in our privacy notice.
Headquarters, AT&T.
Para español, oprima el ocho. What's the issue you're calling about?
Issues with my phone? That's the number.
I used the number you are calling from and found a mobile. Other callers. I can text you a link to chat with an agent.
They're demanding that I chat.
Or press 2 to decline.
Operator.
I can text you a link to chat with an agent. Press 1 to chat. Or press 2 to decline.
No options, no exceptions.
I can text you a link to chat with an agent. Press
Federal
1 to chat.
charges repeatedly
Or press
unaddressed
2
10
to
years.
decline.
Operator.
Current hold time is between 2 minutes and 3 minutes from now. Calls are recorded for quality and the purposes stated in our privacy notice. Call should be answered within the next 5 minutes.
It was 2 minutes and now it's 5 minutes. I have emails right now stating that I have on 2 calls right
Thank you
now on
for
hold.
contacting AT&T. My name is Rohit. You have reached to the AT&T technical support. May I have your name, please?
I have a question. Is this in the AT&T on Eckerd?
Yes, this is AT&T technical support.
Okay, it's
And may I
not
have your
Discovery.
name, ma'am?
It's not. Hello? Hello? Did you hang
Yes,
up?
yes.
Okay, so I'm calling. Do you have like customer service there where you do complaints and all that? What exactly do you do there?
Complaint for what?
Crimes being committed, because I went there to report that crimes were being committed and your network is being hacked, as well as every mobile provider I've ever had, and law enforcement demanded that I left.
Let me go ahead and check and
Hold
look
on.
into the account so
Hold
I
on,
can
I'll call
help
back.
you with that.
You can't help me with law enforcement demanding that the network is hacked, putting your customers at risk. If someone's paying for service and you can't help them get it year after year,
May I have your name, ma'am?
I'm just trying to establish because no provider has been able to. If someone is paying for service, I don't think I need it. If I'm paying you for service, you can't help them get the service they're paying for.
Did I say anything like that?
What's your name?
By any chance?
Well, that's what I was expressing to you, and you said you can't help with that.
When did I say that I cannot help you?
We're deflecting on the fact. What's your name?
Well, first of all, may I have your name, ma'am?
I don't have rights if
You know,
scammers
who
are
am I
hijacking
speaking?
my phone and demanding that I be disrespected. It's Kiana, man, sir. It's Kiana.
Okay. Kiana, may I know the name of account holder?
I have some concerns, and I'm not quite certain why call to call. It demands abuse. So I would like to address the fact that to get established a paper trail. If I'm paying you for service, can I get them? Can you ensure that I get services that I'm paying for?
Well, definitely, this is the reason we are here to help you. If you're experiencing any issue with your service, we are here to assist you. Don't worry. But may I know the name of account holder? Kiana?
Okay, so I just wanted to establish because I came there in 18. I had to move to another provider because my phone was cut off illegally. Having your service and you guys would not cut my service back on, and it defrauded me out of funds. I paid the payment 2 times for that month, and I had to get a YouTube channel because I know people wouldn't believe my experiences, and the government knows they wouldn't, so they slander me with mental illness. But nonetheless, I came there to report that I had paid you 2 times in 1 month and couldn't use my phone service. And police were there waiting and demanded that I left and told me never to come back. So I went to a location in the mall, Park Lane, Park Mall or something in Dallas. And the police was once again interrupted me from telling them I couldn't use my phone. So then I went to 2 other locations and the same thing. And one location was so furious that I tried to get the service I was paying for. He threatened to arrest and degraded me and violated me. So, because I could never get the phone services that I was paying for, I just simply had to go to another provider being defrauded out of funds. I couldn't use AT&T. And I got sick of changing location provider to provider that's repeatedly committed crimes. So I just stuck with Metro PCS. So I'm just trying to get a paper trail to see, if you thought that someone paying for services year after year and not getting them was inappropriate, because I thought it was. But yet no one has interrupted it. Okay, well, at least maybe if I decide to come back and you guys are now aware that committing crimes and demanding that I speak with con artists is criminal and you would be in cahoots, maybe I will change services. But at first, you didn't realize that and defrauded me out of funds in the process. Okay, thank you. Everybody's computer system is glitching today. In fact, for years.
Really?
Yeah, for years I just called law enforcement and told them it was something peculiar with my phone. They were denying
They
it.
were like, oh my God, that's so weird.
It is weird that it happens year after year.
Yeah.
I got to be placed on hold. Your systems will come in. Maybe someone's hacking these devices.
Oh,
All
gosh.
these locations I'm
That's
calling.
scary. Scary to think about.
It is. I mean, what's scary is that a person's experiencing that can't get law enforcement.
Right. That's terrible.
It is.
All right, sweetie. What time would
So it's controlled. Now you can't set up the transport to pick you up. It has to be controlled.
Yes, ma'am. It has they already have the set times.
It changed again. Because it was first that you set a time. This has happened years. It used to be when I first called, you set a time and they came at that time. Then it changed to they demanded a window. Okay, then they
Yeah,
said that,
got
hold
the
on, I'm just
15
expressing
minutes
to you, I'm
before
not able to
and
speak
15
on call to
minutes
call to call to
after.
call year after year. So first, I'm just expressing to you how all these policy changes. First, they said
No,
that
it hasn't
I'm
changed,
not
hon.
able to
It's the
speak,
same
ma'am.
as it was the
I
last
don't
time
like to
you
be treated like
called.
this, ma'am. It's
It's the
disrespectful.
same as the last time you
I'm
called.
not able to speak.
7,
I'm just
9,
telling you what
12,
I've been
and 2.
communicated. I'm not able to speak to
It's
tell you what I was communicated with me. I'd like to speak, ma'am. This is abusive. I would like
okay.
to speak. So first they told me that if I set an appointment that they come at that appointment. Then the person waited outside, and then I just heard the noise, so I got up anyway. He immediately left, almost immediately. He didn't wait the 5 minutes. Your dispatcher said whoever was answering the phone said that he arrived at that time. 1 minute after he arrived, he left. Then she switched up and changed. Initially, they told me when you make an appointment, they come at that time. Then it changed that it's a window. I said okay. Then they stated that you can tell them your pickup time, the time that you want to be picked up, and then you can tell them the time that you want to be picked up from them, that picked up from home, and then dropped off, and then the pickup time. Then it changed to it seems like everything's changing. Then it changed that you couldn't tell them. So then it had all these different times and multiple different transit I see is controlled in malice. So now you're only giving me a window. You're demanding when I need to be at these locations, which isn't really beneficial to me. So is there a particular time when I can tell you when I want to arrive there?
I mean, we can do the 7 or 9 or 12 or 2.
But I would like to actually tell you when I want to arrive there. And not, what if I have an appointment?
Then you would have to work with our schedule, though.
Right. So I
You
need
know
to
what I
set up
mean?
a day where I can tell you where I want to
Because
be there.
that's all we have in that area, hon. We can't give you
I'm
like
just
a
not
10
really being
o'clock
heard
or
because
11.
it's
We
essentially a
can't
way
give
of
you a
robbing me of
1:30
transit.
or a 1 o'clock. That's not how it works.
I'm just not really being heard. So if I have an appointment time, I need to strategize the avenue to be able to arrive at this location at the time that I want. Because you're essentially depriving me of transit, and as that's like a strategy to deprive me of
Would you like
transit
to talk to
that
our
I've had
manager?
years. No, I just want to get clarity. If I have
Hold,
have to
please.
be, he says I have an email now saying I'm going to waste your time. Let me find it. This is how he vents his rage. It's missing. So this is how I do my searches, and they don't want me searching for videos, so they're missing. It's in this video where it says he's not going to rape you, he's just going to waste your time this week.
Okay, Miss Rachel will give you a call back, okay?
Okay, I just had a question for the transit. Are you denying it?
Okay,
Okay, so we're using
I'm
transit.
not denying anything, ma'am.
Okay, good. So with transit, you can't set a time to be at a location. You have to choose it for that party.
Not in the rural area. We have set times that we go out there.
It
7,
wasn't
9,
like
12,
that.
and 2.
So it changed because it keeps changing.
It's been like that since I started here 2 years ago.
Everyone is saying that it's been like that, but I don't know why people would deceive me and then tell me something is at a certain experience and then it switches up.
I don't understand what you're talking about because I've been here for 2 years and that's exactly how
A lot of
it's been
people don't
ran.
understand. The only thing that I'm trying to express is that people communicate with things with me all over the place. Just like the transport lady here with transport. She's
Well,
supposed to
just
be
because
I'm just trying to
people
establish,
tell
I'm just
you
trying, I think
something
that I've
doesn't
expressed to
mean that
you,
it's true.
I'm just trying to express that there's been a pattern. It endangers my safety if people allow someone that's not mentally stable to control my transit. And I think that I've expressed that.
We have set times that we go out to the rural
I'm really not being
district.
heard, ma'am. A lot of people do this to me. I think it's a red flag. So I tried to establish that to you that someone else
I can
has.
have Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel's going to give you a call back.
I don't want that, ma'am.
Not,
I just wanted to. A lot of people try to exit phone calls. All right, no one will give me a remedy to problems, ma'am. It's like it's pre-orchestrated if they won't let me get a remedy.
I'm not understanding what the problem is.
Because you won't let me speak. You keep cutting me off. Maybe if you just listen, then we can have equal communication. But if you won't let me speak, it's impossible to understand call to call. So as I was expressed that another party has said that her transport has changed and it stopped. So now the policy is you have to have a set time. I don't have rights. So it's impossible if you want to go be at a location at a specific time. You have to choose the time now.
I'm saying that I have set times that I go out to the rural areas, which is 7, 9, 12, and 2. My Bloomington area, I go out there at 7 and 12.
Okay,
But I
so
don't
what, the
believe you
10
live
2
in
is
the
the last
Bloomington
one?
area. I believe
So the 2 is the last one?
2 o'clock is our last pickup. Yes.
Okay, I'd like to schedule it for 2.
Okay. And where are you going?
What time would I get picked up?
It would be somewhere around 2. Now, just know that we can show up 15 minutes on either side of that appointment time.
Okay, so I'm scheduling it to get picked up at 2, and then you're going to pick me up at 2?
No, ma'am. We have 15 minutes on either side of that appointment time.
Okay, so I'm going to get dropped off the location. I'm getting dropped off. I'm getting dropped off at Crumble. Okay. So what time would you pick me up?
Okay, we can show up anywhere between 1:45 and 2:15.
Okay. And what's your position?
I'm a customer service representative.
You're not a supervisor?
No, ma'am. I told you Miss Rachel would call you back.
Okay, well, who was I on the line with before?
Erica?
Okay. And what was her position?
You're talking with Kelly.
Okay, what was the party that I was on the line with prior to her position?
There's only been me and Erica on the line.
What was the relevancy? What was her position on why she needed me to speak with you?
She's a CSR too.
So you're
sometimes
are you higher ranking?
Yes, we're equal, and sometimes we just help each other out. Is that a problem?
I'm just trying to see, man, because if I was on the line trying to get clarity and why she put me to you, and then I didn't understand all these transfers year after year. I'm just trying to get clarity on what was happening. Is that okay?
She went to go get a supervisor. The supervisor was unavailable, and she was having she wanted some help with the call. So I volunteered to help her with this call.
Okay, so you're setting me up to get picked up at 2?
So you want to be picked? It's going to be more like are you coming to Victoria, or are we bringing you back out to where you live?
I don't know what's happening. I just was trying to set transit to you. I did ask me. I gave my name.
Are we picking you up from your home, or are we picking you up from
my home? Yes.
Somewhere in town. Okay, so that would be more like a 1:30 pickup.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be more like a 1:30, and just know that we can show up anywhere between 1:15 and 1:45. Okay, and then where would you like to go, hon?
You would show up between 1:50 and 1:45?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because they changed it and they wanted me to have a 30-minute window. And then they said that they would be around that time. It's just a lot of discrepancies. I'm just trying to make sure. I just want, if it's okay, I just want to understand the system without being violated.
Would you like to talk to my ops specialist?
No. Are you trying to deprive me of transit, ma'am? Because it feels like you are.
I'm not trying to deprive you.
I'm just trying to get an understanding.
You're not giving me clear answers.
Okay, I just want to get an understanding. I think that someone takes a gratification after me being tormented. I just want to set up transit and get a clear understanding of how it works. Is that okay?
Okay, we have 15 minutes on either side of that appointment.
Now it has changed again. So now it's now 5 minutes, and it has changed again. So now it's 15 minutes. Okay, ma'am, I don't have rights. Okay, so now what is the time that you can show up?
1:15 and 1:45, ma'am.
Okay. So 1:15 and 1:40. You're sure of how your transit works? Are you certain?
Why wouldn't I be certain?
Because they haven't been years. Okay. So you're certain if I said, what time is my appointment?
1:30.
1:30. And you are certain that this will happen?
What am I certain what will happen?
The transit. If I set up the transit, you're certain that there will not be a problem with me using transit?
Why would there be a problem? I know
because it's been years. Before. Okay, it's because it's been years. Okay, so
no, we just picked you up the other day.
It wasn't the other day. It's been a while, but we're deflecting on the fact that you're sure that I'll be able to get transit.
let me double check. Erica, I'm gonna use your computer. Where's your dispatch screen there, madam?
Said you've been working there years?
I said I've been working here for 2 years. I'm using another person's computer, so it looks like we given you a ride on July 2nd.
Okay. Well, I like to set up that transit. And what time would you?
All right.
What time would you be picking me up from that location?
As I told you, we can show up anywhere between 1:15 and 1:45.
So that's what you pick me up from that location at that time?
Yes, ma'am. Anywhere between 1:15 and 1:45. There's not a set time. It is a
I don't really think that. So you're
ride.
demanding that I only be there a certain amount of time?
What? I'm not understanding what you're saying.
So you're telling me if I go to Crumble, what time is the appointment? Let me write it down. What time is the appointment that you have for me to pick up, pick me up from this location?
You said Humble? We're not taking you to Humble. We'll only take you to Victoria.
Ma'am, I would like to know the time that you're picking me up from my location.
Anywhere between 1:15 and 1:45.
1:15.
What is the address to the location you would like to be taken to?
Okay, one moment, ma'am.
So I can make sure it's in my servicing area.
It's changed now. They already said Crumble, and it changed? Because people strategize to keep me in problems, ma'am.
No, ma'am. I'm telling you that I only transport inside the Victoria City
It's
limits.
Victoria, ma'am.
So it is Victoria?
Yes.
Okay, can you give me the address?
They did customer service last time and found it on their own. People make things difficult for me.
Ma'am, can you please give me
My
the
phones are
address?
hacked, ma'am.
What was that, ma'am?
My phones are hacked. It's in Victoria.
What is the address?
My phones are hacked. They did customer service before and got the location.
Shelby, okay, I need you to take over this call.
This is Shelby. I'm an operations
I work.
specialist.
Are you the third person?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, she didn't want to let me. I told her my phones are hacked, and she didn't want to look up the Crumble location in Victoria. She didn't want to give me that customer service and got upset.
Well, from what I understand, she's been trying to get the address from you.
I expressed that my phones are hacked, and they gave me customer service in the past, and I don't get treated properly.
I'm not sure why you would think that.
Because if they're not giving me the address, if I'm telling her the location and I told her my phones are hacked, why won't she get it?
Well, sometimes, not everyone here is accustomed to all of the locations.
Okay, well, are you able to Google it? Are you able to Google it like the other person did?
Yes, ma'am. We do have Google Maps. We will just need the physical address.
Yeah, can you tell me what the physical address is on Google? So I can give it to you?
You will need...
My phones are hacked. You
You
said are you trying to make it difficult? Are you demanding?
No, ma'am.
Okay, my devices are hacked. Can you give me a customer service, ma'am? It's Crumble. My devices are hacked. You said that you have Google?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you Google it for me?
What location are you trying to get to? What is the name?
Crumble.
Humble, Texas?
Crumble. It's a cookie place? Crumble. Crumble.
Okay.
It schemes to frustrate and get off.
Crumble cookies. Okay, yes, ma'am. I do have that address here. Is that where you would like to go?
Yes, she demanded that I can be picked up at certain times. She said 1:15 through 1:45.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we do only have particular times that we can go.
I don't, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. People always have to set the stage and get their alibi. Everyone I'm talking to. Okay, so 1:15 to 1:45. I don't want people to make every call difficult. So, what time are you demanding that I can stay there only a certain amount of time? Can I choose when I'm picked up?
Well, we can bring you to Victoria at a certain time, but if we take you there at 1:45, then we will not be able to pick you back up. So I do recommend that.
Right, so this is a waste of time, man. This is a waste of time, all this time that I've been on the line to get nowhere. So why would she suggest a time knowing that I couldn't get a ride back? If I'm getting a ride there, what would make her think that I would try to just be left there?
It might have been just a misunderstanding.
She said she's worked there 2 years.
From what I'm gathering.
She said she's worked there 2 years and 3 people with the same misunderstanding, and it's my fault. So I don't know if
Nobody
if it
is
has to
saying
be
that it's your
traumatic,
fault, but it's
if it has
just
to
a
be
common
traumatic year after year for me
misunderstanding.
using transit for my abuser, what am I supposed to do with that? Are you going to allow me to use the transit, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
So what
As
options
long
do
as
I
you
have?
have the proper fare, then you can
I don't know
absolutely
what
use our
time you're going to
transit
book it because
services.
she booked me for a time and then I couldn't use it. All this
I'm
time to
sorry?
get nowhere. I'm sorry, YouTube? Mocked?
I could not hear you. I do apologize.
I hope the feds can hear me, ma'am, because this has went on long enough. I don't know how to book it. If you don't want, let me book it.
We can absolutely book that for you. We
Well,
have no
how?
problem
How?
booking you this
When? Because I
ride.
just set up a time. When can I book it?
You can book this whenever you would like, but this just varies on what day
Okay,
you would
well
like
then
to
I
go.
wanna
We only
go
have,
at 11.
we can't go at 11. It depends on what days you would like to go.
Okay, what days are
We
you
can
going to let me?
we can take you to Victoria, varying our availability. We can bring you to Victoria at 7 a.m. and then we can pick you back up at about 1:30, 1:45. It just depends on our availability.
Oh, okay. I think what's happening, like at other transit center, they demanded that I be in this location so my abuser could get off and be violated and stuck there.